Bedtime Stories with the Story Club for Kids. Hello, children. It's time to wind up for the day and settle down for the night. I hope all of you have brushed your teeth and are ready for bed. Now, let's begin our first bedtime story for tonight. This story is called King Midas and the Golden Touch. Once upon a time, in ancient Greece, there lived a king named Midas. He had a lovely daughter whom he lovingly named Marigold. Although King Midas had immense wealth in his kingdom's treasury, he was always dissatisfied and unhappy. He was always greedy for more. He wanted more wealth and wished he had more gold in his treasure. One day, as he was counting gold coins and admiring his treasure rooms, a wise Greek god appeared before him, who offered the king a wish for some of his good deeds. Without wasting any time, King Midas quickly wished that everything that he touched should turn to gold. The Greek god granted his wish promptly and disappeared. King Midas was delighted about his wish being granted. He went and touched an apple tree in his garden. To his excitement, the tree turned into gold instantly. He was so thrilled that he went on touching random things all around him, which turned into gold immediately. His joy knew no bounds and he was overwhelmed with excitement. Soon he was hungry and he returned to his palace to eat some food. However, though he was starving, he was disappointed that he could not eat anything, as whatever he touched turned into gold instantly. Seeing him frustrated and troubled, Marigold came running and threw her arms around her father to comfort him. But to his dismay, even his daughter turned into gold as he touched her. King Midas's face turned pale and his heart sank with unbearable pain and grief. He was horrified upon seeing his daughter turned into a golden statue. He cried in anguish and regretted his wish for the golden touch. In no time, he realized his greed was his biggest flaw and begged the Greek god to take back his wish. Soon, the Greek god reappeared before King Midas and felt sad for his condition and decided to show mercy and took back the golden touch wish from him. Further, the wise god instructed King Midas to take a dip in the pond of his palace and sprinkle that water to all those things which he wanted to change back into their previous condition. King Midas blindly followed the instructions, and soon his daughter Marigold was back to normal when he sprinkled the water on her. Thereafter, he was elated to get back to his beloved daughter and promised to never be greedy ever again. The end. And now, let us listen to our next story. The Cow and the Cat. Have you ever heard the story of the cow and the cat who became best friends? Well, this is how it happened. It all began on a farm on a cold and rainy day. The cows were cozy in their barn. Just then, the farm's cat came in looking for shelter. "You can't come in here," said one of the old cows. Your wet fur will make our cozy hay all damp." But just as the cat turned to leave, she heard a whisper. "You can take shelter by me if you like," said one of the younger cows. "My name is Pippa." The cat scampered next to Pippa and curled up gratefully. "Thank you," she said. "My name is Megan." A few days later, the sun had come out and the cows were out in their field. "I wish all the flies would go away," sighed Pippa. Just then, Megan came padding along. "I can help with that," she said, swiping the flies away with her paws. Soon, Megan and Pippa saw each other every day. They helped each other out and had lots of fun together. All the animals in the farm could see that being friends wasn't about what you looked like. It was about the kindness you show. The end. And now let's listen to the last story for tonight. The Animal Kingdom. The kingdom of Harboria was full of enchanting, beautiful-looking animals. There was the goat with the gleaming horns, the horse with the smoothest coat, and the peacock with its beautiful colors and feathers. One day, the peacock declared that she was the most beautiful animal in the kingdom because her feathers were the most colorful. "The king and queen love my feathers. They use them to decorate their hats," she said. The horse shook his gleaming mane. "I think you will find that I am the most beautiful animal in the kingdom," he said. "I pull the royal carriage and go on parade every day." The goat had other ideas. "Surely I am the most beautiful animal in the kingdom," she said. "My horns are so shiny and my fur is so soft." Just as the animals were about to start arguing, they heard a little cough and a little thumping on the ground. Ahem, excuse me," said the voice. "But quite clearly, I am the most beautiful animal in the kingdom." The peacock, the horse, and the goat all turned around and raised their heads to look up. It was a dragon. Of course," said the peacock. None of them wanted to make the dragon angry, because you know what comes out of a dragon's mouth if a dragon is angry. "Your wings are majestic," said the horse. "Your breath is so scorching and warm," said the goat. "Your flight is beyond beautiful," said the peacock. The dragon just smiled. "That's just what I thought," he said, and flew away. And that settled the argument for who was the most beautiful animal in the magical kingdom of Harboria. The end. And that's all for tonight. Good night, sleep tight, and don't let the bedbugs bite. Bye bye, children.